Hello everyone, welcome to, once again, in a long time, but another Monday night NASCAR race on the Gamecast Racing Ladder. Right now we're 48 laps in to a 160 lap race at Gateway. Currently being led by Sam King with 49, under pressure from the 20 of Traden Lapsevich. Coming to take the start lap 49. Stage 1, there was 2 yellows in, one of which I was involved in. That's why we decided to switch gears and start broadcasting the race instead. Other cars that are out of it currently, Richard Pruitt in the 24. Thomas Keene had some sort of connection issues. All over here. Oh, we got a wreck here between Bryce Benton is stopped on track. Let's go take a look. Maybe. And let's see if I can go back here. Oh, here we go. Let's go here. Let's look at the event here. Bryce, events and Rex. Looks like, oh, this is something similar we had earlier in the race. No, it wasn't. It was just 3 wide. 24 came down just a little bit and ended up collecting a few more cars. 74 is involved, and that's pretty much it. 44 got the worst of it. Now on lap 50, still being led by Sam King now. Looks like Bennett Allen pits. See what Bennett does. We got a couple more following him potentially, but as of now, let's see. I also want to make sure that they actually know that. There we go. So I want to make sure that we all knew what was going on. Anyways, Bennett Allen on pit road. Let's see what he does here. Pitted from the 3rd position. He's had a fast car in practice and qualifying. And let's see here. It looks like it might just be fuel only or repairs. I don't see a whole lot to repair on that car though. See if we can get a view from our drone. I don't see any damage on that car, so maybe it's just fuel, maybe it's a strategy, maybe he had to go run and do something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Sam King still your leader. Traden Lapsevich 2nd. Zach Lindgren 4th. Walker Thomas is 3rd. It looks like maybe Zach Lindgren got. Oh, he's just dropping back spots. Joseph Lester now 4th. Tyler Chalk 6th. Jared Wishton 7th. Noah Rainwater 8th. Jeremy Brown 9th. Sylvain Jolie 10th. Travis Minto 11th. Greg Holz 12th. Ryan Kendrick 13th. Brett Bennett 14th. Brack 15th. Matt Mackin 16th. Caden Lapsevich 17th. Aaron Mack 18th. Rich Jett 19th. John Wilco 20th. Bryce D. Benton 21st. Nathan Yarnell, the last car on the lead lap, in the 22nd position. Really, Chris Claude also is on the lead lap as well in the 23rd position. Robbie Kennedy's on pit road. Ben Allen still on pit road with some sort of damage. He's wrecked. 26th. Dennis Mickelson looks like he's limping that car to pit road, and that might be all that car had. Let's see what happened here, because it says he crashed. I don't know if he actually crashed or if it's just just speed it up here. I think something just broke on that car. I don't see anything wrong. Something had to have happened that we aren't seeing here. Anyways, going back to live here. Oh, as looks like they delayed the green by 1 lap. Anyways, Dennis Mickelson 27th, Daniel Monahan 28th, Alexander Gangler 29th, Steve Herring 30th, Thomas Keene 31st. He had connection issues throughout practice and through the race, and he's still on pit road for that reason. The iRacing pace car is playing 1 lap to go. Stage 2 ends on lap 70. of 160. And we will see what happens. That is not the link I want. I'll quickly drop the links here for the drivers since it's an unplanned deal. I've always said throughout the year that if I got wrecked out of a race, I'd broadcast it and make sure people actually, have the opportunity to see the race. Share it with their friends, family if they win, first time winner. It's a big deal in this league nowadays. Hard to win. And we always like seeing first time winners. Anyway, Sam King leads the field. Coming into lap 54 of 160 as enter the restart zone. Sam King takes off first. Braden Lepsovich falls back 2 car lengths here. Looks like now he's under pressure from the 67. Single file, 2 rows with the battles for third here. Joseph Lester on the outside. Walker Thomas on the inside. Lester with the run. You're going to see that a lot at this track here. Lester. Looks like he's going to be clear entering turn number 3, and now the 67's under pressure from the 85. Zach Lincoln on the high side. Lincoln's at his doing. He's at his bumper. He has the run out of the corner. You're going to see this again. If you get to the outside, it's pretty much wrong. You might have a couple chances to make a pass here and there, but the defensive line is on the inside. Is what it is. Now a single file here. Looks like 97 is going to try to make a run on Tyler. On Walker Thomas. Will not happen. Not really a whole lot of battles throughout the field at this point on. Go back to 14th here. We have Brett Bennett. A little pack here. Looks like Bryce D. Bennett trying to pass Kim Lepsovich here. This looks like the battle is going to be for the lead here. Separated by only 0.2 of a second. It's going to take one little mistake from Sam King, and it's going to be right back to racing, trading again. And let me tell you, you don't want to race trading. More times than not, you're going to end up gaining positions from it. Here we are. Trading's closest has been in a while. He's right there. I mean, if Trading can just find another 1/10 of a second, at that point it's going to be it. Trading runs a little bit higher in 1 and 2. Sam King's all the way down to the white line on the inside. So King has the run. There's a like Walker Thomas in the 67 hit the outside fence. He's not going to get past from the 91 of Tyler Chalk on the inside. Looks like to me 67. Oh, the 97 is going to wash up the track. No contact was made. It's going to push 67 even further up the track, and 97 is going to take the spot. 67 is going to have a little bit of a run here. He's not going to have quite enough to make it. That's one car that just keeps smoking the whole time since I've set this up. Go back here for the battle for 15th. Oh, we have 2 cars wrecking. 78's wrecked. The 72 is on the inside fence. That's going to be Ryan Kendrick. 78's going to be Greg Holes. He was caught up in 1 wreck earlier today. This is going to be the second one. Let's see what happened. Looks like this started from Ryan Kendrick. It says... Let's see here. Nope, it started from Greg Holes. Greg Holes, we're going to go back real fast here. He got loose. He would try to overcorrect it wide. The outside fence took out the 72. No one else was luckily involved. Go get one more view from 58. Let's go check out the cockpit view here. Just gonna gas it up, and that's the one thing with these cars. They can get loose out of these corners here. It happens a couple with it. Just overcorrected, the car caught, and instead of harmlessly spinning down to the grass, he spun out and pretty much ended his night. He's now on pit road, it looks like. So there's that. Lap 59 of 160. Not quite the halfway yet. We have quite a few interesting points of strategy here. Look at the 15 of Bennett Allen is staying out. He looks like he's going to be getting the lucky dog here. Couple cars on pit road here. We got Rich Jet in the 77. Let's see what he does. It's like gas. He just gassed up and went. Aaron Mack stopped in his box. See, he might be getting repairs as well. Chris Claude in the Chick-fil-A 10 car. It looks like he also might be getting damage repaired. Ryan Kendrick is on pits. He was one of the cars caught up in that last wreck. Definitely can be damage repairs from that. So let's reset the field here now. Coming to the 10 to go on the stage. Number 2, Sam King, years later. Train left special 2nd. Joseph Lester 3rd. Zach Lindgren 4th. Tyler Chalk 5th. Walker Thomas 6th. We saw him get loose, hit the outside fence. He's made a good recovery after that. Noah Rainwater 7th. Jared Wishton 8th. Jeremy Brown 9th. Sylvain Jolie 10th. Travis Minto 11th. Bryce Benton 12th. Caden Lepsovich 13th. Brett Bennett 14th. Keith Black 15th. Nathan Yarnell 16th, Matt Mackin 17th, Rich Jet 18th, John Wilco 19th, Ben Allen rounds out your top 20. As we are 1 to go now. Sam King's going to restart on the inside as the control car of Traden Lepsovich on the outside of the 20. Alright, let's see here. Looks like we have one car dropping back. A lot of cars dropping back for some reason right now. Looks like we're still going to be one in the green though this time, or high. So let's see here. Barry's and pace cars going to make the hard left-hand turn back on the pit road. Field being led by Sam King. Sam King's going to take off now. Pretty much right in the middle of the restart zone. He's going to clear train in the 20 pretty early on in the corner. Battles going to be for second there between Joseph Lester and the 20th Traden Lepsovich. Lepsovich goes high. Lester goes high as well for the car on the inside. Oh, they make contact. The 20's around. The 20's around. He's wrecking. Joseph Lester, and I knew that wasn't going to work out. Let's see if we can find the 20 here. He saved it. The track is still green. I know you want to go back and look at his here, so I'll watch it one more time. The 84 runs high. I knew he was going to be high, and he just kept drifting higher and higher. The 20 really had nowhere to go and just spun out the 20. He made contact with the inside fence. He kept it rolling. The track is still green. And now he's out in P23. Back to the battle for the lead here now. Kind of a mess. 17 and 74 is the battle here. 74 on the inside. Wishton and 17 on the outside. Wishton runs that middle lane. You see a lot of cars do 74 going a little bit higher than the white line. It's kind of run. It's kind of interesting to see these different lines we have here. Killing a lot of them. And now looks like Rainwater is going to be battling the 84 of Lester. Lester lost quite a bit of time as well in that situation. I didn't really see that. Let's go back and look at how Lester lost all these spots. Personally, I'm not quite sure how he did. He washed up. Oh, when he's trying to slow down, not to take him, not to spin all the way around. He just kept losing spots right here. I see it now. Rainwater and Lester, though, is the battle for 6th. That's 5 points. Correction. Brown and Lester is the battle for 7th now. Lester's still losing spots. Lester might be on the older tires here. Looks like the last time. Let's see here. Not quite telling me when these cars hit last. Anyways, the 76 now on the inside. Lester on the high side. Lester going to have the advantage out of the corner. See what he does here. Lester runs down the corner. Yellow's out. Someone just crashed. Who is it? Looks like it's going to be Daniel Moynihan. I don't think this is where the wreck happened, but let's see this. This is 53 to Daniel Moynihan. Let's see what happened there, which caused the wreck. Oh. Whoa. Huge wreck for the 14. And just, there you go. And then Aaron Mack hits him as well. That's going to be pretty much the end of the day for Aaron. No, he kept it going. Oh man, that was a huge hit. Let's go look at some of these other cars that got caught up in it after the fact. Let's ride on board with. So you already see the wreck happening. He runs right in the back of the 31, and this is on board with Matt Mackin. And let's go back one more time. There's just not a whole lot you can do about it. This should probably end the stage. Yeah, where to guess? Oh. Go one more time on board with Matt Mackin. You see it happen in front of you here. This car drifts up, just comes up the track, and it's just he's slowing down, hits the 31. The 31 just has nowhere to go. And then we'll go on board one more time with the 14 of, where's the 14 at? He's going to be back. Oh, Caden Lipsovich here. Let's see. P3. It looks like P3 hit him. I didn't see that part. And yeah, just nowhere to go up the track. Day is done. Lepsovich is no longer on the track. So we should be, maybe we're coming to 2 to go right now. Maybe this wasn't the stage. I'm not quite sure how long these caution laps are. Stage 3 is 90 laps. This means you're going to have a pit stop. Field run is about 60 laps. Stretch it maybe 62. But there's not a whole lot there. So we'll see what happens. Sam King still the control car. Zach Linger now the second place car on the outside. Tyler Chalk third. Walker Thomas fourth. Noah Rainwater fifth. Jared Wishton sixth. Jeremy Brown seventh. Sylvain Jolie eighth. Ben and Allen, he is on. Looks like the top 7 haven't pit first tires in the stage. But Ben and Allen's the Bryce Benton, Nathan Yarnell, Ben and Allen hit on lap 50. So they have 18 lap full tires. So we'll see what they do. Let's go on board actually with Ben and Allen for this restart. He's going to be restarting from the 11th position, and the new, he's going to be one of the cars in those new tires with 2 to go in stage number 2. Bennett gets on the inside of the 44. He's going to have a pretty easy time making this pass at least. So the 44 is going to have a little bit of a run on the outside. 44 is also on those new tires. We're on board for 44 now of Bryce Benton. Drifts up, trying to make something happen. This is Ballinola. He's going to check up for the 08 now. Blows up for the 08. Now that's going to be a battle between the 08 and the 15 for 8th position. So Jolie up high. Allen on the low side. Allen on the fresher tires. See what he does. Allen's just going to hit the gas a little bit earlier, and he's going to be able to clear Sylvain Jolie for the 8th position. Battle here between Jeremy Brown, no Rainwater for 6th. So we have battle here for 5th between 17 the Wishton, 67 of Walker Thomas. Thomas to the high side, drifting way up, trying to get the best run out of the corner. All he has to do is make it into the flag, and it's going to be the 67 at the line. I think it was the 67. let us go back. Let's go back and confirm. We have the ability of the benefit of replay. At the line, it was, let's see here, this camera's probably gonna be the best shot we have. It was the 67. He's gonna be fourth. Jared Wishton's gonna end up being fifth, as all these cars now enter pit road. We're away from this long pit road here. Definitely kind of a weird entry. You have to enter onto the entrance of 3 onto this access road. Let's see here. Sam King hitting since the first time since stage 1. Looks like 5 cars stayed up. Joseph Lester, Brett Bennett, John Wilco, Travis Minto, Keith Black be your top 5 at the restart. Sam King stops in his box. Right sides go on. Letsovich in the 20 as well. Coming to get service as well. Sam King exits. Looks like it was a 4-tire stop. He's going to be the first car out of the pits. Lindgren 7th, Lipsovich 8th, Tyler Chalk 9th, Walker Thomas 10th, Jared Wishton 11th, Noah Rainwater 12th, Bennett Allen 13th, Jeremy Brown 14th, Bryce Benton 15th, Sylvain Jolie 16th, Rich Jett 17th, Chris Claude 18th, Ryan Kendrick is 19th. Nathan Yarnell is still on pit road, but is on the lead lap. He now leaves his box. The Jack Steak Barbecue 55 machine, I'll be honest, that paint scheme looks really, really good. Yarnell exit 20th. Matt Mackin now leaving his stall. He's going to be 21st in the X-Ray number 1 Chevrolet Camaro. Aaron Mack is laps down, still getting repairs from that earlier incident. Ryan Kendrick is now in pit road. I believe he was the lucky dog. You see that car has a little bit of damage on that front right fender. Probably a better view of it right there. We'll see if they can get that work done at all. Looks like they will. Oh, as if he missed his box. Right sides are going on. As the iRacing pace car is displaying 1 lap to green. Joseph Lester on the inside, Brett Bennett on the outside. Travis Minto 3rd, John Wilco 4th, Keith Black 5th, Sam King 6th, Jack Lindgren 7th, Trey Lepsovich 8th, Tyler Chalk 9th, Walker Thomas in the 10th position as the iRacing pace car makes a hard left-hand turn. Joseph Lester, the control car. Let's wait and see when he gets the jump. He gets a jump, huge jump on the 90 of Brett Bennett. It's going to easily put Lester in the lead. Bennett now battling for second with John Wilco. Wilco on the inside, Bennett on the outside. Bennett's going to clear Wilco, and Wilco is going to be battling now Sam King in the 49. It's a lot of moving around back here. 3 wide for about 13th or 14th. Still 3 wide here between Jolie, the 46, and the 85. 85 just makes the right decision to drop it down. Joseph Lester has about 5 car length lead, and Brett Bennett, Sam King, 2 cars lengths back from Bennett. Trey Lepsovich, he's back, 1 car length behind Sam King. This was the battle we had earlier for the lead. Once the tires kind of cycle back out, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the battle for the lead. Wilco he's having a pretty good run now in 5th position. Walker Thomas 6th, Bennett Allen and Will Rainwater battling out. Rainwater gives up position. He is now 8th. So the cars that pitted on lap 66, the top 2, now are under pressure from Sam King. Sam King on the outside, Bennett on the outside. King in the 49 runs that higher lane up, forces Bennett to run a little bit higher of a line, and King clears Bennett. Now here's the battle for the lead. King on 5-lap newer tires. He's been the best car so far today, putting Joseph Lester under pressure. Sam King is running the best lap of the race, 33:37 for a lap time around here for the lap time. Qualifying was about 33.1s now. Lester defends. Sam King doesn't trap that far back. He's going to have a run out of the corner. Let's see where he goes. King fades low, now he goes low. 49 to the inside, 84 on the outside, into turn number 3. 49 drives it in deep, tries to cross over the 84, and he does. Sam King out to lead. Lepsovich is also coming. We saw Lepsovich and Lester have issues. Lester drifted up, took out Lepsovich. He's back. We'll see if any of that competitiveness and potential issues come Lester's way. I don't believe that's going to be the case, just based off of how I know trading drives. He's one of the better, more cleaner drivers in the league by far. As we have a battle now for the 4th position. Bennett to the outside, inside the 15. Bennett, Brett Bennett, and 90 on the outside. Bennett Allen has the run out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. You see who breaks later in the turn number 1. Looks like Bennett Allen in the 15 to the 4th position. As now we have Al for 2nd. Lepsovich in the 20 on the inside. Oh, they make contact again out of turn number 2. The 84 and on the outside, 20 on the inside, going to turn number 3, even at entry. The 20 drifts up, moves Lester up and out of the way, and Lester falls to the 3rd position. I believe that was probably pretty fair, just based off of what's going on and what's happened so far this race. They made a lot of contact, and a lot of it was not needed. Lester tried one more attempt at getting Lepsovich, but to no avail. Bennett Allen now on the bumper of Joseph Lester. Further down the pack, battle between Tyler Chalk and Jared Wishton. Chalk on the inside. Correction, Chalk on the outside, Wishton on the inside, and 17. Wishton's going to get clear of the 97. Now the battle is between the 46 and the 97. 46 goes low, 97 up high. And the turn number 1. 76 runs about a quarter of a car length up from that white line, separating the grass from the racetrack. 97 and 46 going to be even, entering turn number 3. Let's see here. 46 so the top is now we're 3 wide for the 9th position. We figured it all out. Is now at single file all the way back. Sam King is the leader. Trading Lepsovich in the 20. Under pressure again from Joseph Lester. Lester is back. Keeps having some pretty close runs, and then he fades. See if that kind of keeps happening here now. Lester is under pressure from Bennett. So can't really do a whole lot here, because pretty much the moment that Lester gives up the spot, Allen on the new tires is going to pounce. And tires do matter here. Quite a bit more than you think you would realize now, is Lester just very smartly gives up the position. And I'm going to be honest, knowing Joseph Lester for years now. Joseph Lester 3 years ago would not. He's come a long way in racecraft. And that shows right there is now Ben Allen giving pressure to the 20. Bennett's at the bumper. Bennett's going to have a run out of turn number 4. He fades low. He's going to get back in line now. He goes low again. 15 to the inside, 20 to the outside. 15 right on that grass. He's going to drift all the way up 1 lane, 2 lanes, almost into the 3rd lane. We've seen this cause issues for the 20 a couple times this race. Someone on the inside drifting all the way up. And this track's narrow. Coming out turn 2, there's not really a whole lot of spaces now. The 15 goes to the inside, drifts up the track, and is going to clear the 22nd position. Ben Allen is now about 2.5 seconds back from Sam King. Let's see if he can do something about it. Lepsovich in 3rd. Lester is not going away though. 5 lap newer tires. I know some of those are under yellow, but it's still a cycle at the end of the day. Lester now fading into the inside. He's going to the inside of the 20. 84 on the inside, 20 on the outside. 20. I wonder if Lepsovich is saving tires. This is going to be a longer run than Tyler Holden. Twice as long. 60 laps or so is the fuel window. And cars such as Lester, Brett Bennett, John Blofield, they're going to have to pit here about lap 100 and call it 125 if they can make it that far. Sam King, Bennett Allen, 20 of Lepsovich, Walker Thomas as well. Because now I see Lepsovich go back to the inside of the 84. There's the 84. And Lepsovich now back to the 3rd position. Now, well, Lester's coming back again. It's going to be a pretty interesting battle to watch here. Lester to the inside of the 20. 20 to the outside. We'll see Eve entering the corner. The 84 drives it in and tries to cross over the 20. The 20 dives to the inside and drives away. And I don't really see why this battle is... I mean, the battle should be over right now. You want to be saving your tires. And clearly, there's some... work that needs to be done. We have a camera here into turn number 3. Just gonna watch the camera real fast. The leaders should be coming by now. Here we see Sam King, Bennett Allen, Lepsovich, Lester, along with Walker Thomas. To be honest, mouse is stuck here. How do I get out of here? Well, we're going to watch from this angle for a little bit. Somehow the mouse got stuck and I don't know how to get it unstuck. So let's just quickly fix that real fast. Racing. Let's see how we can fix it. Lap 90 of 160 as I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to get out of here. Here we go. We're back. I will not click that button again. Sam King is your leader. It's about a 20 car length gap on Bennett Allen. Bennett Allen. So we got a battle here between Joseph Lester and the 67. We've seen Lester not want to give up nearly as many positions as he's came back and battled quite a bit. Let's see what happens there. Lester on the high side. Walker Thomas on the inside. Thomas gives the space. It's going to be a battle side drafting now between 84 and 67. Turn number 3. 67 down low, 84 up top. 84 will have a run out of the corner. The 67 runs about right up on that white line. We've seen a lot of cars on its rivalry running earlier today. And slowly but surely, the 67 like spots. Looks like Dennis Mickelson is on pit road. I'm not sure for what, unless he thinks he can make it, maybe make it from here. That might be the strategy. Is making, oh, he is 11 laps down, so I don't think that's going to be part of any strategy thinking about it now. I just want to confirm that's what the delta actually was before I went after it. Those cars that hit in lap 66 have now almost all completely been gone out of the top 5. The last remaining driver in the top 5, Joseph Lester. John Wilco, 10th position. Brett Bennett, 11th. Travis Minto, 16th. And Keith Black, 18th now. Of those cars that hit on lap 66. Bryce Benson, the 44 under pressure from the 77 Rich Jet. He's now under pressure from the 08 of Sylvain Jolie. Jolie, about 2 car lengths back from the 77. Trying to run a little bit higher over the line. He's going to have a little bit better run off the corner. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. But it was definitely an idea. We got a battle here between the 74 to 17 and the 46, all for the 6th position. Let's get on board from Jeremy Brown. He's running right up on that scene, along with the 74. That's pretty much where everyone's been running, single file at least, throughout the day. Thought maybe as the sun went down it was going to change that a little bit, but as it turns out, that didn't get adjusted a whole lot. As now you see this 46 drive down to the white line. 17 was up, he drifts down now. He's going to have a huge run off the corner. He's not going to have a big enough run to get to the 74, but it kept him from losing the spot at the very least. Walker Thomas in the 4th position. Kind of one of the unexpected drivers today. He's had a pretty good day. And so far has just been putting together clean laps, good laps, and that kind of stuff. Let's see here now if we here's the battle for first. Sam King, Bennett Allen, Lepsovich, Walker Thomas, Joseph Lester, Rainwater, and Wishton. Get all those cars. I don't even know what this let's do that's not what I wanted to show. Alright, well. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Bennett Allen has cut the lead out of Sam King just a little bit now. That gap's down to about 1.4 seconds or so. Last lap, Sam King ran about 0.06 of a second slower than Bennett Allen. It's not a huge difference right now, but we'll see if this trend continues over the course of a few more laps. If they are on the same pit strategy, they're not. But neither of those cars were on that strategy to try to flip the stage. So that is that. Battle here between 6th, 7th, and 8th. So this is still going on now. You have Zach Lindgren in 85 joining the battle in the tail end here. See, pretty much it's just single file throughout the whole field. We got this close battle. Either one of these cars can pretty much pounce on the other if one makes a mistake. As right now, past a lap 100, and we're expecting some pit stops here coming up in about 18 or so laps, maybe a little bit more like 20, 22 laps the cars that pitted on lap 66. Just a reminder if you're just joining us. Those are the 84 Joseph Lester, Brett Brennan in the 90, John Wilco in the 62, Travis Minto in the 7, and Keith Black in the 87. All of those cars are try to flip the stage, try to make something of it. They now all fell far enough back where it just, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, they can try to do an undercut, see what that evens it all out, but anyways, as I was saying that Sam King was losing time to Bennett Allen. Now Bennett Allen has lost some time to Sam King. But we'll see if that trend continues here. Battle here between the 08 and the 44. 44 on the high side, 08 on the inside. The 08 drifts up almost in that second lane. They still keep it clean. About lane between both those cars as it is now. The 44 is in the fence. That's going to allow, I thought that was going to allow the 08 to get past, but clearly the 44 had a huge enough run that even with going into the fence, it wasn't going to make a huge difference. Which is definitely something. So Vangelis has the faster car compared to Bryce Benson in the 44. But we'll have to wait and see if he wants to make another move. Looks like he will now. 08's going to have a little bit of a run down the backstretch. He's going to fade low, get back up in line. And he's going to fall in line for another corner at the very least. So 08 fades low again. I think his best corner is 3 and 4 personally though. 08 fades high. He's trying to pull up a run. Jolie back down to the white line. He's going to try to turn left. Cut down to the inside of the 44. 08's the inside. 44 on the high side. Turn number 1. 08 is at the 44's door. Jolie to the inside as he just has to slow down a little more. I think the 08's better out in the middle to exit, but I think the 44 can just slow down faster than the 08. I think that's the biggest issue. Right now for the 08, I think he needs to free up the car a little bit on entry. I think he would have a really good car right now, but he just isn't able to make the turn initially into the corner. He can't get slowed down up. And here's another run. 44 into the fence. The 08 fades low again, but won't be able to make anything of it. Gets back in line as the 44 stays ahead for another lap. Traden Lepsovich, though, has been caught by Walker Thomas. Thomas to the 20s bumper. Let's see if he decides to stay in line. Exiting turn number 4. You can have a pretty good run out of the corner if you plan it right. 67 fades low. He's at the 20 bumper. He's at the door. He's not quite even. Still on the inside, middle of 1 and 2. On the exit, the 20 is going to have a run down the back straightaway. 57 still just hanging in there. He's going to stay low. He's going to not quite be there at the line as he now goes over the white bit of pavement. He's going to lose some time, and he's going to have to reset up for another pass. He's going to fade low again. He's going to get even with the 20 bumper. 67 to the inside of the 20. 20 on the outside. 67. Trying to make something happen. He drifts up the 20, giving plenty of space. We've seen what's happened a couple times so far this race with the 20 other cars. And the 20 at this point kind of just wants to stay out of it. 67 drives it down deep. He's going to drift up. He's going to try to get clear of the 20. He is clear of the 20. The 20 is going to cut down to the low side and have a run. Will it be enough? Looks like the 20 is just going to stay in line and cede the third place position to Walker Thomas. We're on lap 111. Like I said, we are about 10 laps away from pit stops in this race. We'll see how that goes. As Trayden Leftovich, he's run this higher line. I don't know. I'm seeing him run this line compared to everyone else. I don't know if he's trying to save tires or what he's trying to do. But it's definitely an interesting strategy. I do want to show the there we go. Let's go to that. I think Walker Thomas was not the one that entered the pits. I'm not quite sure what the strategy. Oh, now 20. Okay, the pit window is open. Leftovich is on pit road. Let's see what he does. This is the time we're talking about here. It's going to be the final stop of the race for a lot of these people. The window is open about 6. He's going to make it about 57 laps, just easily in the window. Let's see what Leftovich if the 20 decides to do here. I'm going to have to guess it's going to have to be 4 tires and gas, but we've seen some strategy can be obviously played around with. He wants to gain some time. It's not going to be full tank of gas. He's going to have to leave about 2 gallons out. Right sides go on. Left sides go on. So 4 tire stop for Trayden Leftovich is now he's leaving the pits. That was about a 14-second stop, and that means he lost 45 seconds in the pits. Heath Black now down pit road. They're waiting for some of these cars to enter pit road, like the 7, like the 62 and the 60. Let's see here, it's 87. The right side's going on. Left sides will go on as well for the 87. I'm going to have to assume there you see him go on. He is going to lose a lap for now, but that should cycle back out in the long run. 49 is your leader, about 2.5 over Bennett Allen. Walker Thomas is about 7.8 seconds back from Sam King. He's a loose on entry, that looked like. Joseph Lester 4th, Noah Rainwater 5th, Jeremy Brown takes Jack Lingering 7th, Jared Wishon 8th, Brett Bannett 9th, John Wilco rounds out your top 10 as we are in the middle of green flag pit stops. The issue right now is if you're Leftovich, Hendrick, Keith Black, Matt Mack, and you don't want the yellow to come out, you're going to lose essentially a lap. Yeah, it looks like Leftovich came out about, oh, I don't know, where do we want to call this here? He's going to be passing the 85 now. .45 seconds behind Sam King. Yeah, but he is running his best lap of the race. He's running about 1.5 seconds faster. So the question for Sam King is, when did he come in? At this point, you're just burning time. Looks like Aaron Mack is on pit road as well. On lap. Well, Aaron Mack is still taking damage, if I recall correctly. Too many laps down. Trying to keep an eye out for anyone else who pits here. We got a battle between Brett Brandon and John Wilco still. This is for the 9th position. And both these cars are on that lap 66 pit strategy, which means they only have about 7 more laps of gas, give or take. I know you have a few yellows mixed in there. I really don't know. That's me what matters. Sylvain Jolie on the inside of the 44. 44 to the high side. The 08 on the inside. Oh, someone's pitting here. Who's pitting? Tyler Chalk is pitting. Now, let's see what Chalk does. He was on that lap 71 pit strategy. The question is, who's going to cycle out in front or behind of the 20? That's the car to beat right now. That's the car you want to gain time to. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There goes Trey Lepsovich past Tyler Chalk. These aren't the cars that really we're watching. It's going to be the top 3. Really going to be the cars to watch. Nathan Yarnell on pit road now in the 55 Jack Stack barbecue machine. I still can't get over how clean that paint scheme is. It looks really good. 55 enters their box, and it's going to be a 2-tire stop as Lepsovich already has passed Nathan Yarnell. Brett Bennett on pit road, the 90. He was the first car from that strategy that has to pit. Bryce Benson as well. Let's see what Brett Bennett ends up cycling out at. He is the first car on that strategy. We're still waiting for Joseph Lester and John Wilco. Travis Minto as well to pit. Right sides go on. And again, Lepsovich drives by. Left sides are also going on for Brett Bennett. He's going to end up in front of the 44. So we'll see what happens from here. Waiting to see another car way in the pit here. I'm waiting for Lester to pit. He's the next car to watch, as Chris Claude is making his pit stop now. Claude makes the hard left-hand turn into his box. Claude. The right sides. Rainwater's in. No Rainwater's in from the 8th position. Rainwater is going to be the top of the car so far at the pit, other than Trey and Lepsovich. The second highest car to pit in the running order. Chris Claude leaves his box at 74. It makes the hard left-hand turn into their box. Nice, clean entry. As we're waiting to see what happens. Lepsovich is already by. Left side's going on for the 74. Bennett Allen's in. Bennett Allen. Another one of the cars. This is going to be one of the cars to watch to see if their strategy is better than Trey and Lepsovich's. We're just counting down the times for the Delta. 36 seconds was the number. 35. As Bennett Allen is dropping down the number 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 21. Looks like Lingering and the 46 as well are both coming to pit road. 5th and 6th place cars. I believe they're actually the 4th and 5th place cars at the time they entered their stall. If you was wondering at home, Trey Lepsovich did end up ahead of Bennett Allen. John Wilco is now on pit road. He was one of those cars in that lap 66 strategy. 46 is on pit road. Right side's going on. Lingering still going down pit road. Sylvain Jolie on pit road as well. John Wilco taking the right sides. As Lepsovich drives by all these cars on pit road. 46 is off and away. Lingering in the 85 left sides are getting on that car right now. He is going to end up behind the 46 of Jeremy Brown. As the yellow is out. Sam King's on pit road, and Bennett Allen looks like was the one who crashed. So this changes everything. Walker Thomas is in the lead. I don't know what happened to Bennett Allen, but the yellow's out, and there's only five cars I can count on the lead lap. Looks like Lepsovich did end up on the lead lap. They got all these cars now coming down pit road under yellow. Let's see what happened to Bennett Allen. He was one of those cars that just got done pitting on fresh tires. Oh, he just got loose, bombed out the car, and just probably made a ride height adjustment, my guess is, and spun the car out. Walker Thomas is on pit road. Lepsovich is staying out. He will cycle to be the first car on track. Thomas taking tires, and this isn't going to turn out that bad, I don't think, for a lot of these cars. Travis Bento, another one who benefited from this yellow, I think very highly. He's going to have the freshest tires. Sylvain Jolie, I don't know why it's saying his last. Maybe he never entered his box. I wonder if Sylvain Jolie never entered his box. Because he's going to be the first car one lap down. He's getting the wave around, it looks like. No, he's going to be cycled. Okay, what's going on here? Lepsovich is in the lead. So all these cars in front of him are going to gain spots. So Jolie didn't pit. So he has to come down to get fuel. So essentially the way this is looking is that all these lap cars are going to stay out and get their lap back. Everyone up to Sam King, everyone 8th place is going to start where they will. Everyone under 8th place is going to get the wave around. If they didn't pit already. And because of that, Sam King, Bennett Allen, they're getting the wave around now as we are coming to 1 to go. So all these cars, Bennett Allen, Jeremy Brown, Zach Lindgren, Bette Bennett, John Wilco, Bryce Benton, Keith Black, Nathan Arnell will be trapped a lap down, it looks like. The top 15 are on the lead lap. Everyone else is trapped on 1 lap down. Or greater. So let's restart the field here now. Trey Lepsovich in the 20, your leader. Walker Thomas, 2nd. Joseph Lester, 3rd. Jared Wishton, 4th. Rich Jett, 5th. Travis Bento, 6th. Sam King, 7th. Noah Rainwater, 8th. And then Bennett Allen all the way back in 9th. He's going to be way behind all the cars that mixed in with all the lap down cars and stuff. So anyways, our pace car made the hard left-hand turn. And now when the Geico restart zone and Trey Lepsovich takes off, he's going to have a huge jump. 67 is going to be down to 84. Joseph Lester to the inside. Lester. Even in the turn number 1. Lester has a pretty good car. He has been pretty aggressive. He's going to drift up into the 67 to make contact. Lester is away. As we got car spinning, it's going to be Brett Bennett. Nope, it's going to be 31 of Aaron Mack. Aaron Mack, where is Aaron Mack? Aaron Mack has spun out. Yellow is back out. Let's see what happened here. 31, 3 wide, 72. Let's go look at the blimp camera. Bring up the blimp camera for the first time this race. We're going to come down a little bit. We're going to have a little closer view here. So it looks like the 72 might have 31 just didn't come up the track at all, and the 46 wasn't expecting to go down. So Lepsovich is your leader. Lester 2nd. Walker Thomas Strap the 3rd. Wishton 4th. Rich Jett 5th. Travis Minto 6th. Sam King 7th. No Rainwater 8th. Bennett Allen 9th. Jeremy Brown 10th. And all these cars that I was saying are stuck behind all those lap down cars. That is no longer the case. They're going to be able to drive right up to the rear bumper of all those other cars that were ahead. And that benefit of that strategy is gone. Right. Kendrick on pit road. Let's see here. Looks like they got... So he got some damage. He got caught up in that wreck, but I don't know why he got caught up in that wreck. Let's go take a look again. So he's already has damage. So something happened, I think. Something happened before this wreck, I think. Maybe not. Maybe the car was just damaged. He was in that group of cars with issues. But anyways, Ryan Kendrick on pit road, Aaron Mack, Dennis Mickelson, and Caden Lepsovich has been on pit road for a while. Some of these cars are just done for the day. As we are now under 30 to go. I can't believe this race is actually... I kind of wish I was still out there, I'm going to be honest. My car pretty much done for the race, which is why we're out here. Making it so everyone else can see it. While we're under yellow up here on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I have more of these out as we go. If you're on Twitch, be sure to follow. It helps me out a lot. As the iRacing pace car is displaying 1 to go till the green flag. Trey Lepsovich is going to be the control car on the outside. In second position, Joseph Lester, Jared Wishton third, Walker Thomas fourth, Rich Jet fifth, Travis Pinto sixth, Noah Rainwater seventh, Sam King eighth. I think honestly Sam King is the big loser of that strategy. He's going to have his work cut out for him. Looks like he's actually 7th. Noah Rainwater 8th. Bennett Allen 9th. Jeremy Brown 10th. Zach Lindgreen 11th. Brett Bennett 12th. Bryce Benton 14th. John Wilco 13th. Keith Black 15th. And Nathan Ariel is in the mixed into the lap down car, so he must have hit a couple times. He's going to be 16th. Last car on the little lap. As the iRacing pace car, the sun is now set. The iRacing pace car is going to make the hard left-hand turn. The 20 enters the restart zone, takes off right at the line. He has a huge jump on Joseph Lester. Lester now the pressure from the 67 Walker Thomas because it's 3 wide in the back. 3 wide, 4, 6. 46, 77 in the middle, and the 74 up top. 49 now. Sam King making moves as it is time to go if we want to win this race. Sam King, the biggest mover of the restart, gained 8 positions. And, or not 8 positions, 3 positions in 1 corner. Trey Lepsovich easily to the lead, 3 car length gap on the 67 of Walker Thomas. Joseph Lester being inside in the 84. Lester even. Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck in the back. Someone's spinning up in the corner. Takes out Bennett Allen. 46 involved. Huge issues. 55, 77, 15, 9, correction, 31 of Aaron Mack again is caught up in. And that started with Travis Pinto. Travis Pinto got spun. Someone alone. Oh no. This is probably gonna be. Let's try this angle here. 3 cars cannot fit where 2 cars cannot. 7's on the outside. This 46 is in the middle. Go further back. 46 and 15 have a run. The 77 had a little bit slower exit of the corner. And the ball to 7. 46 tries to go low and fit in the gap and just spins out to 7. 15 comes up, takes out all 3 of them, as well as the 87, the 31, and the 55, all caught up in it. Man, a lot of cars caught up in this one. We've had a wreck like this at lap 4 of the start of the race. Pretty much the same thing. Someone got spun down the corner, just washed up, and took out a bunch of cars. It's a similar deal here. We're going to watch this wreck one more time on board with the 55. This was one of those cars that were very late to the party here. You see the 31, can't see anything. You see him drift up, he goes low, he tries to... oh, he got turned into it. Someone... What I didn't see originally is that someone came up and hit him. Now the question is, who was that? I don't even know. Oh, the 1. We're coming on board with the 1 here. Who's also got caught up in it. And just never really made an attempt at letting people in. Kind of let off the gas, coasted, and didn't really do a whole lot more than that. So the cars are caught up in it from my count are as follows: the 15, the 87, the 97, the 1, the 72, the 7, the 31. 7 car wreck or so. Give or take a few more that got caught up in it, but didn't end up going off. As the iRacing pace car is playing one more lap to green flag, we'll restart with 22 laps to go in this 160 lap race. Like with the last restart, Lepsovich is the control car. Walker Thomas second, Joseph Lester third, Jerry Wishton fourth, Sam King fifth. He is coming back, gained 3 positions on the last restart. We'll see how he does on this one. It was the Sam King and Trey Lepsovich show earlier on today as Nathan Darnell came back down pit road. Zach Lindgren 7th, no Rainwater 7th, Zach Lindgren's 8th. Jeremy Brown 9th, John Wilco 10th, Beth Bennett 9th, or 11th, I think he's 11th. Some of these cars aren't in line correctly. It looks like one of these cars aren't. That's not the full field. As the iRacing pace car picking up the car left and turn. The 20 went early in the zone this time. Walker Thomas saw that. He had a great jump as well. The question is, will the 20 jump this time? About 3 letters on the Geico sign or player, and had another huge jump. Walker Thomas under pressure from Lester. Lester to the inside, evened up. Down to the turn, number 1. 67 overdrives the corner. It's going to allow Lester to have a huge run through the middle. Lester, everyone hit the wall up coming out of the corner on the outside road. Lester has the advantage on the back straightaway. Evened up now in the turn number 3. Lester on the apron. Trying to make something happen. Walker Thomas to the outside. Still battling. Like Walker Thomas is going to have the run get clear of Lester. Lester's going to try one more thing, entering turn number 1, but as he's under pressure from Sam King, can't do a whole lot. Sam King now the 4th. Sam King pushes Lester out of the way, up the track. Sam King moving on into the 3rd position now. 17 goes with him, 3 wide now. 3 wide, 4th, or was 17 was trying to make it 3 wide. He's going to lose 2 spots there now. 49. Driving away from Joseph Lester. Lester now down to the 4th position under pressure from the 17 to the inside. Lester, I think they're going to get single file back out now. Jerry Wishton understood that he was going to lose 1 time than it was worth. Now he's under pressure from the 74 of Noah Rainwater. Lepsovich has about 10 car length gap over Walker Thomas. Sam King now 3rd. Sam King was leading at the time of the pit cycle. Trying to make his spots back up. No Rainwater now on the high side, under pressure from Zach Lindgren on the outside. Lindgren up about a lane, pushes the 74 up. As now it comes back down, he's going to come back up, had check up so there was no contact. He's going to lose 2 spots now though. 77 of Rich Jett on the high side. Brett Bennett also now trying to make something happen. Wasn't quite able to pass the 85 in time now. The 85. Oh, we got wrecked. 77 now is no longer running. Walker Thomas from 2nd. Spun out. And now Sam King I have to imagine something happened between Walker Thomas and Sam King, because Sam King, oh, he just drifts up. See, we saw this happen. We saw this happen before. Let's get a better view. These camera angles aren't going to show us the whole picture. I think we got to go from here, personally. Entering the 67 is expecting the 49. He runs him tight as it's fair game. And the 49 kind of pushes him up the track like he did Joseph Lester. And 67 lost it and was spun up the track. Got destroyed by the 77. And that's going to be a 4-car incident. The 77 just had nowhere to go. I mean, we were all on board with the 77. Just, let's go a little bit further back. Maybe that's not going to help us out a whole lot. You see it happen, you see it happen, you see it happen. He doesn't see it till just now. He hits the brakes and there's just nowhere to go. Walker Thomas is now in pit road. Nathan Yarnell is as well. Heath Black on pit road getting damage repaired. As we are now 17 laps to go. This race is coming to a close. So we'll see how this goes. Car is getting repaired. Walker Thomas. Let's see how that car is. We'll take the drone out. We'll see what it looks like. Yeah, it has a lot of rear end damage from when he spun out. And then this is what I'm more worried about. I want to see the tires look okay. Let's try to look at our camera angle on the left front. I want to say like the car suspension lines looks good. I think it's just damaged somehow. I don't know how he got away with it like that, but he is going to go a lap down to the field. Nathan Arnell will be the first car, or last car on the lead lap. Now, Tyler Chalk on pit road. Wonder if this is planned, as now the field's taken the one to go. I wonder why Chalk is pitting here, unless something happened that I don't know. How's these going? Maybe he had to top off on gas or something, maybe repairs. Maybe it might have been repairs he's doing. Anyways, Trey Lepsovich in the first position. Sam King on second. Jared Wishton third. Joseph Lester fourth. Zach Lindgren fifth. Noah Rainwater sixth. Jeremy Brown seventh. Brett Bennett eighth. John Wilco ninth. Bryce Benton 10th. Keith Black 11th. Nathan Yarnell 12th. As they delayed the game on the lap. That's something. There's something the race control didn't like, and they allowed everyone else to get caught up, move back into the light lines, and see what happens here. For those cars that are one lap down, we haven't really had a whole lot of opportunities to talk about them. Charlie Talk 13th, Sylvain Jolie 14th, Chris Claude 15th, Matt Mackin 16th, Ryan Kendrick 17th, Walker Thomas still getting repairs. Rich Jett now is rolling. He's going to pass Walker Thomas for the 18th position. He'll take the green with 14 laps to go. Only about 14, 15, we'll call it 18 miles of this track. It's not a whole lot of time. I mean, how many people have a longer than 18-mile commute to work? There's a lot of them. So let's think about that distance-wise. So we saw Lepsovich. He went about at the E in Geico in the first Geico at the restart zone. So we'll see where he takes off this time. He's going to get Western right on his bumper. So we'll see how this goes too. Lepsovich gets to the restart zone, and he takes off right at the O of the second Geico. Huge run. Sam King is going to drop to third. Lester, it's going to clear to King for second. Rainwater runs to 17 of Wishton all the way up the track. It's going to allow the 85 to get to the inside of the 74. 74, 3 wide out of turn number 1. Here they go, wrecking again. The 17 didn't have anywhere to go. Takes out Brett Bennett. 17 inside. Brett Bennett engine is done. We have another car as well. Is the green's still out. The green's still. I don't know how that's possible. Something happened to Joseph Lester. He lost his spot to Sam King. Sam King now battling Braden Lepsovich. Sam King just driving right by on 14 lap newer tires than Lepsovich. Lester on the high side of the 74. 74 on the inside. Lester on the high side. Lester has the advantage in the turn number 3. For how long, we don't know. Lester up top, now under pressure from the 85 of Zach Lindgren. As now Lepsovich definitely is on the offensive here now. I didn't expect Sam King to catch up that fast. Sam King just put the fastest lap of the race now. That's insane. As now the 74, 85, 84, and the 46 all in the line. 85 trying to go the inside of the 74. Can't do it this time by. Now 84 looks to the inside of the 85. Lester trying to make another spot. Lester drifts up to the high side. Oh, he almost took out the 85. Lester got loose, overcorrected, hit the outside fence, and now he's going to be under pressure in the 46. I think Lester has damage. Lester has fallen from second all the way down to potentially 6th now in a span of 5 laps. Lester blocks the 46. 46 has to check up. And 46 is in the fence now. He's overcorrecting. He's driving all out of control as well. I think all these cars are just not driving well. I think he's down to 62 on the inside of the 46. Wilco is making a comeback, man. Wilco might have a top 5 by the end of this day, and that's going to be a great run for Wilco. Wilco to the inside of the 46, not quite clear yet, has the advantage on turn number 1. It's going to take a shorter way around. 62 is going to gas it up out of the corner, not quite clear of this 46. Now 46 is loose now. I thought he was tight, and now 62 has the run. He clears the 46, and now 44 is putting pressure on Jeremy Brown. Battle for third between Noah Rainwater and Jack Lindgren. Rainwater in the 74. Lindgren in the 85. Lindgren about 1 car length back. Just gonna try to go on the outside. That's where you want to be. You're gonna make a pass on the outside here. It's gonna be really easy to do so. Lindgren though backs it up, gets it loose. Oh, the 84 is loose again though. He just had another huge save out of turn number 2. Rainwater is on 2-lap older tires than the 85. Is now Lester now on the high side. He's on the defensive for sure. 8 laps to go. 7 this time by. Lester lost spots to the 62. Oh, Lester, he saved it again. He keeps putting down. He's going to lose spots to the 46 and the 44. Lester is just on the defensive. Something's wrong with that car. Yeah, the tires are just expired. You can't do a whole lot more with it now. Lester's trying to make something happen between him and the 44. Lester to the inside of the 44. See where he goes. Lester on the apron, drifts up, and will not be able to pass this time by. Lester's trying to get back to the inside of the 44, going to 6 to go. See what ends up happening. We're going to go back and see what happened at that restart as well between Brett Bennett and a couple more guys. But that's for after the race. John Wilco now top 5. Great day for John Wilco. No Rainwater having a pretty good run in 4th place. Zach Lindgren in 3rd. Braden Lepsovich now about a second and a half behind Sam King. Joseph Lester again battling the 44. This is supposed to battle on track. 84 to the inside, 44 to the high side. 84 drives it on him. He drifts up, makes contact with the 44. 44 runs him now hard out of turn number 2, and the 84 loop was not able to even lead side by side. Joseph Lester can make one more run of 44. He's under pressure from really nobody. The 08's a lap down from Lester, so we'll see what happens from there. 4 laps to go now for Sam King. He's had a pretty good day. He definitely was on the losing side of the pit strategy. Ended up recovering. Drove back up to the field. Now is in the lead over Trey Lepsovich. He's been maintaining a 2.5 lead. I've been noticing this now. He never really gets any more than a 2.5 away from the car behind him. And I think he's just saving tires. Trying to be the best car there is. And just kind of watching these cars now, see who else can make one last desperate pass for any positions. As someone just blew up the motor. I don't know who it was, but I just heard a motor expired. Or somebody's. Oh, another one is expired too. There we go. Now between 55 and 17, coming to 1 lap to go. 17 on the inside, 55 on the outside. Looks like 17 is going to hop back in line here. 1 lap to go though for Sam King. As he enters turn number 3, we do have a valve for 10th position here between 55 on the outside and 17 on the inside. Going to try to have a run, but as they do that, Sam King is going to come out of turn number 4 in. Oh, I thought it was 1 to go. Apparently, they are not taking the white flag. Can't count. As now the 31 drives in deep. 5 is lost. Spot somebody. The 17 of Jerry Wishton. But now, Sam King comes down the back straightaway. Enters turn number 3 for the final time. Nobody within 30 car lengths. A nice easy drive out of turn number 4. Sam King will come to the checkered flag and win the last race of the MNN regular season. Congratulations to Sam King, Trey Lepsovich 2nd, Zach Lindgreen 3rd, Phil Rainwater 4th, John Wilco 5th, Jeremy Brown 6th, Bryce Benson 7th, Joseph Lester 8th, Jerry Wishton, Nathan Yarnell now ends out the top 10, and Keith Black will finish as the last car on the lead lap. The 11th. Great run for Sam King. Definitely a great day for those cars. He had the car to beat. Anyways, see Sam King see what he does for burnouts here. He makes contact with that wall as he's burning it down. And like I said, Sam King, best lap of the race, 33.35, was the fastest car to the checkered flag. I believe he also won it from the pole. As well. So he's definitely doing a great burnout. I think he's just gonna run it out. Either the car brakes or his engine brakes, one of the two. I think that might be it. And there it goes. Let's go look at the results here. Oh, actually, let's go back and look at the Brett Bennett wreck. Do you all want interviews? I can't get into the actual broadcast booth channel, so I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, we're going through here. Let's go take a look at the. Yeah, probably will. Let me just see. Let me get the Discord up here because I haven't thought about that yet. All right. Let's see if we can hear Sam now. Try one more time.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Now they got you. All right,
All
Sam. You had the car to beat the whole race. Did you win the pole? I can't even remember at this point now. It's been that long ago.
No,
No.
Trayton won the pole.
Trayton won the pole. Where did you start from?
Second.
Second. Okay, you started from second. You had pretty much the car to beat the whole race. You had a great battle with Trayton throughout the first and second stages, and then even throughout the third until that pit stop there. What was going through your mind when that yellow came out while you're on pit road? And
well, I was screaming a lot of things that probably shouldn't be said right now, but it ended up working out. I guess Bennett was involved in that wreck, and we were able to restart, I think, 8th, and it just all worked out, fell into place.
Yeah, Bennett, I believe you were correct. I think it was Bennett spun out in turn 2 or turn 3, one of the two, and ended up bringing out the yellow. You started from 8th, came back, fought your way back from 8th to 5th on one restart, and then I believe it was 5th to 3rd on another restart, and then that last restart we had, you're looking at 3rd. So from there, what was going through your mind? I know you had Joseph Lester in front of you, and then Trayton obviously was there too.
Joseph was just running everyone really hard all race, and I wanted to get by him as fast as I could, and then see if I could catch Trayton before he got away, because I know Trayton was really good tonight too. So yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add or thank anyone?
My sponsors, teammates, everyone. I can't believe I locked in on the last race. That's awesome.
Yeah, you had a great run. I was definitely watching you come through after that last restart, or the restart after the pit stops, and you definitely had a great car. I also believe you had the best lap of the race, which means you got another point coming your way. I don't know if that's going to change anything in the regular season points or not, but if it does, there you have that little extra piece of information too.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, thank you, Sam. Next up, I guess will be
Thank you.
Trayton Lepsovich. Finished second. Was led a lot of laps, and had at the end of the day, I think the winning pit strategy before that yellow came out. So I guess my question for you would be then, once you pit, obviously you're waiting for the cycle out where you're gonna end up being at the lead, but from there, what was going to be the plan to maintain the gap to Sam, who would have been on 20 lap fresher tires?
Yeah, I mean the plan really was to just maximize what we could while the tires were fresh, and I felt like I had put myself in a spot where I don't know if they would have got back to me with the laps that were remaining there. I mean the fall off, it just got to a point where it was really stagnant. So I was able to close in about a second and a half a lap while they were still out there, and they stayed out for about, I think it was 10 laps even after I pitted. So yeah, I think it was going to be tight for sure. I think we had a really good shot at winning it if that caution cut doesn't come out, and I think we had a really good shot at winning it even before then too. Unfortunately the 84 got into me there on the one restart and took us out, and we kind of had to claw back from that one. But before that we were just kind of biding our time and hanging out in the top 3.
And then after that yellow came out, that obviously changes the game. You're at 14 lap older tires at that point. Sam King and Rainwater and Lester and all of them can get new tires and have better tires than what you had at the time. So what's going through your mind on that restart and the next restarts after that? Because if you kept the lead, I know you kind of kept changing where you were restarting from. You restarted right at the line a couple times. A couple times you went at the middle. So what was kind of going through your mind on those restarts to try to get the best advantage you could?
Yeah, just trying to get as good of a gap into turn one as we could. I think that I struggled through turn one and two a little bit in comparison to three and four. I felt like I was I was able to kind of maintain a gap even on the older tires for three and four. One and two is where I was kind of worried. So we were able to launch pretty good, and I think we had all those other guys covered until Sam made it up into the top three there and was able to get a run to my inside off of four. Just wasn't quite able to hold Sam off. He was really quick all night long as well, and that's what I was kind of worried about was him making his way back through the field there after he got the penalty because I think he was on pit road during the caution there. But yeah, I mean we did what we could. I think finishing second after that is still we're pretty happy with it. Overall, just it was a really long race for us.
And is there anyone you want to thank? The teammates, sponsors, anyone else you can possibly think of?
Yeah, just a really big thanks to all the guys that pulled out Motorsports, Road Motorsports. Been bringing fast cars to the track all year long. We kind of we started out the season really good. We're about to turn it up a notch again, heading on into the playoffs here. So excited to get to Bristol next week and get it started.
But good luck through those playoffs. I know you have quite a few playoff points you can use to help yourself out through the playoffs and hopefully put your way into the round of 8, and then from there the championship race.
Thank you.
Last we have driver of the 85, Zach Lindgren, finished third. So you kind of were the quiet one throughout the race. We weren't really paying a whole lot of attention until Lester had his issues. Yarnell had their issues. Bennett had their issues. So what was kind of going through your mind as everyone was going through, falling out of the race? I mean, this clearly became a race of attrition, even though it wasn't really projected to be. What was going through your mind to help out and then obviously get you to a third place at the end?
Yeah, it just turned into that, just a race of attrition. I felt like I had speed with those guys. I was up towards the top 5 for most of the first couple stages, and then through that long run, I kind of got shuffled on a restart, and it shuffled me back, and then from there, it was just try to run back up as much as possible, and then on that green flag stop, we were down pit road, actually, when that caution came out that restacked everybody, so it sent us to the back again. Fortunately, I was behind Bennett and Sam, so I kind of had an understanding of where I was going to be lining up and if I could have any speed behind them. And then, yeah, just that unfortunate wreck with Bennett happened, and I saw Sam scoot away a little bit. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything with Sam. I was just hoping to try to stay as close as I could to him, maybe have a chance right there towards the end, but it just didn't pan out our way. But no, like you said, just a race of attrition. Coming back to the front, still being able to pop off a top 3 at a really tough track like this around drivers that are very, very difficult to pass, and they force you to put on some really good racing. So I'm happy with the P3 effort that I was able to barely pull out right there at the end.
So, and then while you're on pit road, the yellow comes out, right? And sometimes when I've drove on the sim, it's hard to know that yellow comes out because there's nothing really tells you other than the little flag in the corner. So did you end up taking your stop there, or did you actually end up did you go leave the pit road and then come back down later on?
So when the caution hit, I was already in my box. Like I think I had just got the right sides off when the caution hit. So I at that point I'd already made my bed. There wasn't much I could do at that point. I couldn't drive off or anything. So just took my tires and seeing where I panned out in the field. Like I said, it put me towards the back, and trying to come up through this field is it's very difficult just because of how hard these guys are going to race you, and I don't blame them. I mean, we're coming down to it, so they want every position they can get. We're getting ready to get into the playoffs, so every point matters for them. So, yeah, it was when that caution came out, I wasn't too thrilled because I thought my race was done at that point because I knew that I was going to have to go towards the back. But like I said, I kind of fizzled in with Bennett and Sam there, and Bennett had his issues, and I knew the issues with the 84. So I knew that there was at least some positions that I could gain. I just had to make sure that I kept my car as clean as possible.
And I know you currently are second in the regular season points. Obviously, it's going to be reset. Parker's going to have by far the most playoff points out of anyone. You're going to have the second most because you're going to have 10 coming your way after today because you have your second in the regular season points, as well as 2 wins and I believe a couple stages as well. So what's the mentality going into Bristol next Monday and then the following 3 races after that?
I know the aggression's gonna pick up, but honestly, just try to keep doing what we're doing. I mean, we've ran really well all season, just doing what we're doing, and I know that I've got a chance if I don't overdrive myself. I've kind of bet myself before in past races and in past leagues where if I start overdriving, I put myself in a really big bind, and I try to drive out of that, which makes me drive even harder, which puts me in a bigger bind. So I just gotta stay within what I know how to do. Like I said, I know the aggression's gonna go up, so it's just a matter of how to drive around that. But yeah, at Bristol of all places to start it, I just know that I gotta control what I can control, which is me and my car, and try to get myself up to the front, win some stages, lead some laps, try to earn as many points as I can to make sure that I have a really good spot for the next few weeks coming up.
And going off that, between Bristol, Kansas, and the Roval, is there any race in particular you have circled that's gonna be you think that's gonna be your race, or are you just gonna kind of go on with all 3 of them as different, just looking at them as all 3 separate races and trying to get the best you can out of all 3?
Yeah, the earlier race that we had at Bristol didn't really pan out our way. I don't think we even really cracked the top 10 in that race, the entire race. So really, I'm just looking at it at just 3 separate races. Really, in my mind right now, is just a matter of try to get as best of a finish as I can at Bristol. I feel like I'm decently quick there. It's just a matter of, like I said, getting through it. It's very tough, very compact, and any kind of incident with anybody around you can lead to a really big mess. So just get through Bristol with as many points as I can take away. Kansas, probably out of all 3, would be the one that I have circled. I'm not going to say that I'm going to go out there and set the world on fire, but I feel like I have more of a hold of my destiny there. And then at the Roval, we've been really good on road courses all season long, so I feel like I can probably get away with some points there as well. But again, that's just a very compact road course. It's very, very narrow. It's very difficult to pass. So as far as controlling our own destiny and trying to get away from people and just kind of controlling what we can't control, probably Kansas. But yeah, it's just one race at a time right now, and the next one's Bristol. So I just gotta get prepared for it as mentally tough as I can be.
All right, is there any sponsors, anyone on your team, or anyone else you want to thank today?
Yeah, I want to thank HMS Motorsport and NASCAR Diecast fans for being on the car. Elite Motorsports for keeping me calm. We everybody in our lobby probably had a good little bit of uphill climbing to do throughout the race. So kudos to them for keeping as level-headed as possible throughout the entire race, not really letting anything seep through to any other drivers. So a huge shout out to them. You up here on the booth for jumping out of the race yourself and dedicating your time. I very much appreciate it. I look forward to going back and watching it. Everybody that watched, the league owners, league admins for putting on this league. I look forward to it every single Monday. So a huge shout out to them. That's all I got for right now, buddy. Look forward to racing you next weekend.
Yep, we'll see what happens. I definitely didn't have much of a choice of getting out of the car. I had a screen freeze up, and I turned right to not wreck everyone else out. And next thing I know, I turned right a little too late and hit the wall at like 60 degrees, and that was it for the day. But thanks for coming out here. You have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You too.
So we're going to look at the results page from the race. If it will display the results page from the race. Let's see here, display type. So, as you can see, Sam King won the race. Trey Lepswich second, Zach Lingering third, Noah Rainwater fourth, John Wilco fifth, Jeremy Brown sixth, Bryce Benton seventh, Joseph Lester eighth, Jared Wishton ninth, Nathan Yarnell is the of the top 10. Keith Black, Sylvain Jolie, Chris Claude, Matt Mack, and Ryan Kendrick. Rich Jett, Tyler Chalk, Brett Bennett, Walker Thomas, and Aaron Mack round out the top 20. Remaining drivers are Bennett Allen, Travis Minto, Dennis Mickelson, Caden Lepsovich, Greg Holes, Robbie Keneally, Loden Giesebleck, Daniel Monaghan, Alexander Gangler, Steve Herring, Thomas Keene, and last but not least, Richard Pruitt. Thank you all for watching today. This was the Gamecast Racing Network. Until next one, you all have a good one.